What's happening, YouTube? Welcome back to episode 10 of the Novice to GM series. This time I'm playing 4-player fixed cards with 1 novice and 2 beginners. So in the beginning of the game, the blue player chose to go for South America. Yellow had all of his troops in Australia, but instead of going for it right away, he, for some reason, chose to take territories inside of Africa, which was a complete waste in my opinion, because he wasn't able to capture his continent when he totally could have. So he just losing his edge. He's like wasting the amount of troops that he can get. The blue player accepted my alliance, which is really good because I want to go for North America. That's why I fortified my troops towards the Greenland border from Iceland. The orange player, for some reason, decided to fight with the blue player and ends up attacking his troops in South America and in Africa, and then he ends up quitting the game fully. As you can see, he goes inactive. The yellow player finds this quite amusing. Like literally the first turn he joins and quits the game. Goes suicide on blue and the bot and then just quits the game. So yellow is actually able to capture Africa. And then he decides to try to go for Australia as well, but the blitz roll doesn't work for him. Which is really good because we don't want him to get too strong and capture 2 continents while neither me nor blue are holding even 1 continent. So that wouldn't be really good. So the bot is piling troops in South America, which makes blue decide to go for Europe instead because he has a decent amount of troops there. And there's no opposition, so in a few more turns, like 1 or 2 turns, he will go for that continent. Yellow is finally able to successfully capture Australia. So now he's going to get 5 extra troops for holding both of those continents, which means I need to make sure that I capture North America soon so that I can balance him and get the same amount of troops as he is getting. They bought hills in North America, which is really good for me because it cleared out the continent for me. I don't have to worry about those troops. Yellow accepts my alliance, which is really good. Blue turns in his set and is able to capture Europe. So now he's balancing out the yellow player. Yellow decides to take the initiative and actually fully takes out orange from South America. So now he's going to get even 2 more troops, controlling the entire southern hemisphere at this point. But the moment that I capture North America, then I will be balancing him out, and me and blue will be getting more troops than yellow combined, so we don't have to worry about yellow becoming too dominant. At this moment, I was looking at taking out the orange player for 4 cards, which is completely worth it. And he only has less than 10 troops, so that's definitely worth taking out the orange player. Yellow took a really long time deliberating on where to place his troops, and he wasted valuable time to take out the orange player for himself. That would have increased his advantage by a lot, because he would have been able to turn in another set after taking him out. He doesn't even get a card, so that's kind of hilarious. So yeah, I was able to take out orange, and now that I get 4 more cards, I'll have 8 cards and be able to turn in 2 sets for 20 troops. And this is a strategy that I use when I'm playing North America. It's a defensive strategy where you have 2 counterattacking armies, one in Western United States and one in Northwest Territory. So the one in Western United States is counterattacking against the South America player, and the one in Northwest is a counterattack against the player in Europe. So if either of them decides to attack me, I still have an army there to threaten them back into their continent. It's a really passive strategy, and it doesn't really invite your borders, like the players who are in Europe or South America, like they're not going to be threatened by you because you're not placing troops on your border, but you're placing troops inside your continent, so they're not going to worry about you too much. And then they can start worrying about each other because they are piling troops next to each other on their borders. Between Europe and Africa, there is some tension building up slowly. The tension builds up faster than I realized because blue actually invades both Africa and South America, which is really good for me, because that means that they're going to start fighting, and I might even be able to expand into South America if they fight too much and weaken themselves too much. Yellow's even pointing his army towards blue, clearly showing that he is not happy with what happened. But he doesn't end up attacking because he doesn't have enough troops to do that. At this point, I'm in the decision point as to whether or not to attack the yellow player. I decide to do it because yellow is having a huge lead, and it's time for me to bring out my 20 troops and prevent him from recapturing South America. I saw that blue was slowly getting weaker, so I decided to make sure that I helped him out. Yeah, so right away, yellow breaks his alliance with me, and then blue once again attacks into Africa and then takes out one of yellow's big armies. If they're not careful, I'm going to have more troops than both of them combined if they continue attacking each other like this. Yeah, so yellow fully leaves South America, and now I can just take it for myself. I guard my border a little bit against blue, trade in my set of cards, and then I can take South America. So technically I'm not getting as many troops as both of them combined, but if they continue killing each other like this, then I'll eventually have more than both of them. So yellow turns in a set, and he's obviously really pissed off with the blue player because he decides to attack, and this is a game-ending move because now I have more troops than both of them combined, and I can take them out in a single turn. Yellow goes crazy attacking territories, but it's over because now I can just take both of them out. I need to make sure that I bring out my armies outside of North America that are blocked, so that I can use them on both of the players. I was trying to go for the yellow player, but I didn't have enough troops because blue was sort of protecting him from me. But I do keep my army in Australia to make have a hold on the yellow player to make sure that blue isn't able to take him out for himself. At this point, the yellow player ends up actually quitting the game, like using up his entire turn and not doing anything. So now I am able to take out the yellow player. As well as take out some troops and territories of blue along the way. Trade in a set and take everything except for blue's big army. So in one more turn I will be able to fully take out the blue player. He tries to do something, but there's nothing he can do at this point. Alright, that's all for now. I'll be showing you my rank real quick. It went up to 81,000 expert. Thanks for watching.